There we go. Hiya. What's up, friends? We are live here on After Hour on the Nutritional Edge. Actually, I got to switch up my name. I did a show last night for our After Hour show and went in on a lot of movement. That ended up being the theme. I was continuing to teach about the health house and the Nutritional Edge. Boom. Done. Hiya. Now we're back. Green light. And today with the theme of Nutritional Edge, we're in the middle of Mental Health Month. And I am without my dietitian, confidant, Nathan Slinker, because he is in Switzerland seeing the beautiful mountains. And so with the theme of Mental Health Month, I actually want to take a little bit of a different spin on this. Just provide a little bit, just some tiny, quick action items. Not going to be a whole big, long episode today, but still want to be able to provide some good little insights to things that can be done to help improve the quality of one's mind and kind of maybe find a deeper connection within oneself. So with that being said, I actually had a friend the other day open up about some depression that he was dealing with. Just not really satisfied with where he was at in life, not really feeling like he had a deeper purpose, and really just trying to figure all that stuff out. And he was having a tough time with it. So I kind of guided him and asked him through some challenging questions. And some of them, I know that he has had a difficult time trying to figure out like what his purpose actually is. And I encouraged him to actually write a letter or journal entry. So some of the things I'm going to be covering today are how exercise can play a role in really reconnecting with yourself and how it can be a lot of like a mental exercise. In addition, some meditation types that can be pretty potent, as well as journal topics. So for him, he's tried all those things and nothing has really gotten it out. His favorite thing is exercising, strength and conditioning coach, and he hasn't like pulled it out of him. So he doesn't enjoy journaling. He's tried meditating, stuff doesn't really work for him. It's not really finding connection with the activities that are being on, but I think for the most part, he also hasn't really identified what the answer is that he is looking for. So with that, when trying to figure that out, like what are you actually like kind of fighting for? Like why do you get up every day? That can really be trained with intense exercise. That's something that not only myself, but also all the three docs here that we've been doing together. We've been doing a lot of intense work in the morning, sometimes to the point of like you mentally cracking and giving up. And you have to really be connected and anchored with that deeper reasoning behind why you do what you do, and what you're doing all these things for, to be able to get through that. And then you just kind of take that to your everyday life, the mundane things day to day. And that has actually been a pretty powerful mechanism for myself towards getting kind of reconnected with that. And it has been for a lot of people. So what that can look like is doing something, most of the time it's doing something for a really long time. Just some kind of just enduring, just like no breaks, doing something for super long, like doing lunges for a mile or something. And you're doing that the whole time. And pretty soon, pretty quick in, your body's just lit up. Your muscles are lit up, and your muscles are trying to tell your brain, like, please stop. Really, it's actually your brain freaking out because your brain's not used to that kind of pain. But your body can do a lot more. And that's where mentally trying to find that different gear, that different switch can actually be really good for people. For the journal side of things, actually, I encouraged him to write a letter towards finding out where is your purpose at? Where is it hiding from? How come you haven't come up? Why are you hiding from me? and to actually write a letter in a letter format, being like, yo, like, where are you? Like, how come I can't find you? He said he's had a tough time with journaling in the past, doesn't like it, just makes him more angry, frustrated. And I said, basically, it sounds like you're not asking the right question. You're not asking yourself the right question, you're not doing the right prompt, not really being guided through that kind of thing. So that kind of helped him out a little bit with that. And there's people on here that are in a similar boat or know people that can be applied towards. And that's a pretty powerful way to go about it. Really in that kind of letter format. Now, the last piece is doing in a meditation style. One of the most powerful ones that I've done is actually meeting my older self and meeting me in like 10 years, 20 years, and being able to interact and ask that person me a question. That has led to a lot of good, like, just awareness pieces for me in terms of what maybe just, I mean, really is your imagination. It's just subconscious that's putting that out there. But what that version of you maybe has done, or maybe that you envision doing, and then you just start doing that today and now, or maybe you learn that about yourself now instead of waiting that long to figure it out. You can also go on the flip side with your younger self too, and ask that inner kid in you, like, how are you? How are you doing? What do you have going on? And I think being able to hit both sides of the coin, that can play a big role in the overall mental side of things, especially when you're kind of feeling disconnected from all the stuff that you might be doing, and really trying to figure out like why you're doing all the effort that you're doing. I heard something the other day that was really good, where it's like all the things that you do, you're either it's serving you or you are serving it. And that was a really potent frame of mind to hear and be in. Just because I think it sounds like there's a lot of people that I come across and interact with that are putting a lot of effort, a lot of work towards things, and they almost feel like a slave to it. They almost feel like, oh, I have to go do this again, and the day in and day out, the mundane stuff, and they're just kind of trapped by it, almost like they're in a cage. Now, I've been there before. Absolutely been in that position before. And getting out of it, the thing that helped me get out of it was figure out what it was like, getting reconnected to why I do those things in the first place and what's the intent behind all of it. So that was a good frame of mind for him. But for him, he got really excited about the meditation concept, about actually trying to visualize meeting older you during your meditation. There's some guided ones on YouTube for that too. And then also the journal prompt kind of reframe of mind, found that to be a good insight, a good tip to see if we can extrapolate that out, because the answers that he's looking for, they're all within us. They're all in us. It's just what's the right activity at the right intensity of pulling it out of you. More often than not, it's a lot more intense than what you think. And physically, you can do that. Nutritionally, that can be extrapolated through fasting, I would say, or maybe eating a certain type of food, just being strict on something. I would say that with food, to be more so removing of stuff versus adding things in to kind of pull something out of you. And just doing something hard. I think that's where the mind can be exposed, and that's where it can be sharpened, and that is really where you learn a lot about yourself, is when you remove a lot of things and it's just you and your mind to get through something. So that's kind of what I got today. I know today is going to be pretty short. Next week it'll be back to be me and Nathan, and we'll get a little bit more nutritionally, with this month being mental health themed, because that is what it is for the month of May. And so that's what we got going on. Little mini episode. I appreciate y'all tuning in, and maybe got a little nugget out of that. Maybe you can put someone else on that train, and just share it. Share it. If you need resources for it, let me know, and I'd be happy to provide this. So, until next time, friends. See ya.